took off for Alaska, huh?
Yeah.
Sort of left you in charge.
Well, she knew I'd be coming down here, so she offered me the place.
Keeping the plants watered?
Yeah.
Keeping the sink clean? She don't even like a single tea leaf in the sink, you know.
Yeah, I know.
She gonna be up there a long time?
I don't know.
Kind of nice for you, huh? Whole place to yourself.
Yeah, it's great.
You got crickets anyway. Tons of crickets out there. You got groceries? Coffee?
What?
You got coffee.
Yeah.
That's good. Real coffee from the bean?
Yeah. You want some?
Oh, I brought some.
Well, help yourself to whatever's,
I will. Don't worry about me. I'm not the one to worry about. I mean, I can, You always work by candlelight?
No! Not always.
Just sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes it's soothing.
Isn't that what the old guys did?
What old guys?
Forefathers, you know.
Forefathers?
Yeah. Isn't that what they did? Candlelight burning at night, cabins in the wilderness.
I suppose.
I'm not bothering you, Am. I mean, I don't want to break your
No. It's all right.
That's good. I mean, I realize your line of work demands a lot of concentration.
It's okay.
You probably think I'm not fully able to comprehend something like that, huh?
Like what?
Ah, that stuff you're doing. That art, whatever you call it.
Just a little research.
You may not know it. I did a little art myself once.
You did?
Yeah, I did some of that. Fooled around with it. No future in it.
What'd you do?
Never mind about that. Just never mind. It was ahead of its time.
So you went out to see the old man, huh?
Yeah, I seen him.
How's he doing?
Same. Doing just about the same.
I was down there too, you know.
What do you want, an award? Some kind of medal? You were down there. He told me all about you.
What'd he say?
Don't worry, he told me.
Well,
You don't have to say nothing.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you're gonna make something up, something brilliant.
You gonna be down here for very long, Lee?
Might be. Depends on a few things.
You got some friends down here?
Yeah, I know a few people, yeah.
Well, you can stay here as long as I'm here.
I don't need your permission, do I?
No?
I mean, she's my mother too, right?
Right.
I mean, she could have easily has asked me to take care of the place as you.
That's right.
I know how to water plants.
So you don't know how long you'll be staying then?
Depends. Mostly on houses, you know.
Houses.
Yeah, houses, electric devices, stuff like that. I gotta make a little tour first.
Look, Lee, why don't you just try another neighborhood, all right?
What's the matter with this neighborhood? This is a great neighborhood. Lush, good class of people. Not many dogs.
Our mother just happens to live here, that's all.
Nobody's gonna know. All they know is something's missing. She'll never even hear about it. Nobody's gonna know.
You're gonna get picked up if you start walking around here at night.
Me? I'm gonna get picked up? What about you? You stick out like a sore thumb. You think you're regular looking?
I've got too much to deal with here to be worrying
You don't
about.
have to worry about me. I've been doing all right without you. I haven't been anywhere near you for 5 years. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about me. I'm a free agent.
All right.
All I want to do is borrow your car. Just for a day. One day.
No,
I won't take it outside a 20-mile radius. I promise. You can check the speedometer.
you're not borrowing my car. That's all there is to it.
And I'll just take the damn thing.
Look, Lee, I don't want any trouble, all right?
That's a dumb line. That's a dumb fucking line. You get paid for dreaming up a line like that?
Look, I can give you money if you need money.
Don't say that to me. Would you ever say that to me? You may be able to get away with that with the old man. Get him tanked up for a week, buy him off with your Hollywood blood money, but not me. I get my own money my own way. Big money.
I was just making an offer.
Now, well, keep it to yourself. the most monotonous fucking crickets I ever heard in my life.
I kind of like the sound.
Yeah. Supposed to be able to tell the temperature by the number of pulses. You believe that?
The temperature?
Yeah, the air, how hot it is.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Some woman told me that. She was a botanist, so I believed her.
What do you mean?
What?
The woman, botanist.
I met her on the desert. I've been spending a lot of time on the desert.
What were you doing out there?
I forget. Had me a pit bull there for a while, but I lost him. Fighting dog. Damn, I made some good money off that dog. Real good money.
You could, come up north with me, you know.
What's up there?
My family.
Oh, that's right. You got the wife and kiddies now, don't you? A house, a car, the whole slam. That's right.
You can spend a couple of days. See how you like it. Got an extra room.
Too cold up there.
You want to sleep for a while?
I don't sleep. I never knew the old lady was so security-minded.
How do you mean?
Made a little tour this morning. She's got locks on everything. Locks and double locks and chain locks. What she got that's valuable?
Antiques, I guess. I don't know.
Antiques. Brought all that stuff with her from the old place, huh? Same old crap we always had around. Plates and spoons.
I guess it's got personal value to her.
Personal value. Just a lot of junk. Most of it's phony anyway. Idaho decals. Now who in the hell wants to eat off a plate with the state of Idaho staring you in the face? Every time you take a bite, you get to see a little bit more.
Well, it must mean something to her. She wouldn't have saved it.
Yeah, well, personally, I don't want to be invaded by Idaho when I'm eating. When I'm eating, I'm home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not drifting, I'm home. I don't need my thoughts swept off to Idaho. I don't need that.
Did you go out last night?
Why?
Thought I heard you go out.
Yeah, I went out. What about it?
Just wondered.
Damn coyotes kept me away.
Yeah, I heard them. Must have killed somebody's dog or something.
Yapping their fool heads off. They don't yap like that on the desert. They howl. These are city coyotes here.
Well, you don't sleep anyway, do you?
Well, you're pretty smart, aren't you?
How do you mean?
I mean, you never had any more on a ball than I did, yet here you are, getting invited into prominent people's homes, sitting around talking like you know something.
They're not so prominent.
They're a hell of a lot more prominent in the houses I get invited into.
Well, you invite yourself.
That's right, I do. In fact, I probably got a wider range of choices, come to think of it.
Wouldn't doubt it.
I've been in some pretty classy places in my time, and I never went to no Ivy League school either.
You want some breakfast or something?
Breakfast?
Yeah. Don't you eat breakfast?
Look, don't worry about me, pal. I can take care of myself. You just go ahead as though I wasn't even here, all right?
So, where'd you walk to last night?
I went up in the foothills there, out past the San Gabriels. Heat was driving me crazy.
Well, was it hot out in the desert?
Different kind of heat. Out there, it cools off at night. There's a nice little breeze.
Where were you? The Mojave?
Yeah, the Mojave, that's right.
Man, I hadn't been out there in years.
Out past the foothills there. Up here, it's different. This country's real different.
It's been built up.
Built up, wiped out is more like it. I hardly even recognize the place.
Yeah. Foothills are the same though, aren't they?
Pretty much. It's funny going up in there. Smells and everything. Used to catch snakes up there, you remember?
You caught snakes.
Yeah, you used to pretend you were Geronimo or some damn thing. You used to go right out to lunch.
I enjoyed my imagination.
Is that what you call it? Looks like you're still enjoying it.
So, you just wandered around up there, huh?
Yeah, with a purpose.
See any houses?
Couple. couple of real nice ones. One of them didn't even have a dog. Walked right up, stuck my head in the window. Not a peep. Just a sweet kind of suburban silence.
What kind of place was it?
Like a paradise. Kind of place that sort of kills you inside, you know? Warm yellow lights, Mexican tile all around, copper pots hanging over the stove. Like you got in them magazines, you know? Blonde people moving in and out of the room and talking. Place you sort of wish you grew up in, you know?
It's the kind of place you wished you'd grown up in?
Yeah, what about it?
I thought you hated that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you never did know too much about me, did you?
Why did you go out into the desert in the first place?
I was on my way to see the old man.
Oh, so you just passed through there, huh?
Yep, that's right. 3 months I'm passing through.
3 months?
Something like that.
You lived on the Mojave for 3 months?
What's the matter with that?
By yourself?
Mostly. Had a couple of visitors. Had that dog for a while.
Didn't you miss people?
People?
Yeah. I mean, I go crazy if I have to spend 3 nights in a motel by myself.
We're not in a motel now.
No, I know, but sometimes I have to stay in motels.
Well, they got people in motels, don't they?
Strangers.
Well, you're friendly, aren't you? Aren't you the friendly type?
I'm going to be having somebody come by a little later, Lee.
Ah, lady friend?
No, producer.
Oh, what's he produce?
Film, movies, you know.
Oh, movies, motion pictures. Bigwig, huh?
Yeah.
What's he coming by here for?
We have to talk about a project.
What do you mean a project? What's a project?
Script?
Oh, that what you doing with all these papers?
Yeah.
Well, what's the project about?
Well, we're, it's a period piece.
What's a period piece?
Look, it doesn't matter. The main thing is we need to be alone. I mean...
Oh, I get it. You just want me out of the picture.
Not exactly. I just need to be alone with him for a couple of hours so we can talk.
You're afraid I'll embarrass you, huh?
I'm not afraid you'll embarrass me.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you just give me the keys to your car and I'll have it back here about 6 o'clock or so. Will that give you enough time?
I'm not loaning you my car, Lee.
Oh, you just want me to get lost. Is that it? Take a hike? Pound the pavement for a few hours while you bullshit your way to $1 million.
Look, it's going to be hard enough for me to face this character on my own without...
You don't know this guy?
No, I don't know this. He's a producer. We've been meeting for months, but you never get to know a producer.
You're trying to hustle him. Is that it?
I'm not trying to hustle him. I'm trying to work out a deal. It's not easy.
What kind of deal?
Convince him that it's a worthwhile story.
He's not convinced? What's he coming all the way up here for if he's not convinced? I'll convince him for you.
You don't understand the way things work down here.
How do things work down here?
Look, if I loan you my car, will you have it back here by 6?
On the button with a full tank of gas.
Forget about the gas.
Hey, these days gas is gold, old buddy. You remember that car I used to loan you?
Yeah.
44, flathead.
Yeah.
Sucker hauled ass, didn't he?
Lee, it's not that I don't want to loan you my car.
You are loaning me your car.
I know. I just wish...
What? You wish what?
I don't know. I wish I wasn't. I wish I didn't have to be doing work down here. I'd like to spend some time with you.
I thought it was art you were doing.
Just try to get it back here by 6, okay?
No sweat. Hey, that story of yours don't go over with this guy. Tell him I got a couple of projects he might be interested in. Real commercial, full of suspense. True to life stuff.
I can't wait to look into it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Have a girlfriend.
He blows it. He blows it.
To tell you the truth, Austin, I've never felt so confident about a project in quite a long time.
That's good to hear, Saul.
I am absolutely convinced we can get this thing off the ground. I mean, we'll have to make a sell to television, and that means getting a major star, somebody bankable, but I think we can do it. I really do.
Don't you think we need a first draft before we approach a major star?
No, I don't think it's necessary. Well, maybe a brief synopsis. I don't want you to touch the typewriter till we get some seed money.
That's fine with me.
I mean, it's a great story. Just the story alone. You've really managed to capture something this time, Austin.
Well, I'm glad you like it, Saul.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry about that, Austin. I'm real sorry.
It's all right.
I mean, I thought it was way past 6 already. You said to have it back here by 6.
We were just finishing up. This is my brother, Lee.
Oh, I'm very happy to meet you.
I can't tell you how happy I am to meet you, sir.
Saul Kimmer.
Mr. Kipper.
Kimmer.
Lee's been living out in the desert.
Oh, that's great. Palm Springs?
Yeah, right. Out in that area there near Bob Hope Drive there.
I love it out there. I just love it. The air is wonderful.
Yeah, sure is. Healthy.
Golf. I don't know if you play golf, but the golf is just about the best.
Oh, I play a lot of golf.
Is that right?
Yeah, in fact, I was hoping I'd run into somebody out here who played a little golf. I've been looking for a partner.
Well,
Lee's just down for a visit while our mother's in Alaska.
your mother's in Alaska.
Yeah, she's up there on a little vacation. This is her place.
I see. Well, isn't that something? Alaska.
What kind of handicap you have there, Mr. Kimmer?
Oh, well, I'm just a Sunday duffer, really, you know.
Well, that's good, 'cause I hadn't swung a club in months.
Well, we ought to get together sometime and have a little game. Austin, do you play?
No, I don't. I've watched it on TV.
How about tomorrow morning? We could go out there bright and early. Get in 18 holes for breakfast.
Well, I have several appointments, and I...
No, I mean real early. Crack of dawn, while the dew's still thick on the fairway.
Sounds really great.
Austin could be our caddy.
I don't know the first thing about golf.
There's nothing to it. You pick it up in 15 minutes. What'd you saw?
Sure, it doesn't take long. Of course, you have to play for years to find your true form.
We'll give you a quick rundown on the club faces, the irons, the woods, show you a couple of pointers on the basic swing. Might even let you hit the ball a couple of times. What do you think, Saul?
Why not? It sounds great. I haven't had any exercise in weeks.
That's the spirit. We'll have some orange juice right afterwards.
Orange juice?
Yeah, nothing like a shot of vitamin C after a round of golf. Hot shower, snapping towels at each other's throats. Real sense of fraternity.
You make it sound very inviting, I must say. It really does sound great.
That's the date.
Well, I'll call the country club, see if I can arrange something.
Great. Boy, I sure am sorry I busted in on y'all in the middle of your meeting.
Oh, that's quite all right. We were just about to entertain.
I can wait out in the other room if you want.
No, really.
I just got Austin's color TV back from the shop. I can watch me a little amateur boxing now.
Oh, yes.
You don't fool around with television, do you, Saul?
Well, I have in the past. I produced some TV specials, network stuff, but it's mainly features now.
That's where the big money is, huh?
That's right.
Why don't I give you a call tomorrow, Saul? We'll get together, have lunch or something.
That'd be terrific.
Right after the golf.
What?
You can have the lunch right after the golf.
Oh, yes, right.
Austin's telling me you're interested in stories.
Well, we developed certain projects we feel have commercial potential.
What kind of stuff you go in for?
Oh, the usual, you know. Good love interest, lots of action.
Westerns?
Sometimes.
I'll give you a ring, Saul.
I got a western and knock your lights out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, based on a true story. Of course, I'm not a writer. I'm not like my brother here. I'm not a man of the pen. I mean, I can tell you a story off the top of my tongue, but I can't get it down on paper. That don't matter, though, does it?
No, not really.
I mean, must be a lot of guys have stories, don't they? Must be a lot of movies made from real life.
Yes, I suppose so.
I hadn't seen a good western since Lonely Are the Brave. You remember that movie?
No, I'm afraid I never saw that.
Kirk Douglas. Hell of a movie. You remember that movie, Austin?
Yes.
Kirk Douglas dies for the love of his horse.
Is that right?
Yeah, hear the horse screaming at the end of it. Rain's coming down, horses screaming, then there's just a single shot. BAM! Just a single shot like that. And nothing but the sound of the rain. And Kirk Douglas is riding away from the accident, riding away in the back of an ambulance. When he hears that shot, he knows his horse has died. He knows! And you see his eyes. And his eyes die right inside his face. And his eyes close, and you know that he's died too. You know that Kirk Douglas has died from the death of his horse.
Well, that sounds like a great movie. I'm sorry I missed that one.
Yeah, you shouldn't have missed that one.
I'll have to try to catch it sometime. Arrange a screening or something. Well, Austin, I have to hit the freeway before rush hour.
Good to see you again, Saul.
So you think there's room for a real-life Western these days? True-to-life Western?
Sure, why not? Why don't you tell the story to Austin and have him write a little outline?
You take a look at it then.
Yeah, sure, I'd give it a read through. Always eager for new material.
That's great. You'd really read it, huh?
Be my opinion, of course.
It won't, just an opinion. I happen to think it has a lot of possibilities.
Well, it was good meeting you.
I'll call you tomorrow about the golf.
Yes, right.
Austin's got your number, right?
Yes.
So long, Saul.
Give me the keys.
All right, now, read it back to you.
I'm not reading it back to you, Lee. I'll read it when we're finished. Can't spend all night on this.
You got better things to do?
Let's just get through it, all right? Now, what happens after he leaves Texas?
Is he ready to leave Texas yet? I didn't think we're that far along. He's not ready to leave Texas.
He's right at the border.
Oh, see, this is one of the crucial parts right here. Can't go leaving this out here. Can't rush through this. It's one of the most important parts.
It's only an outline. We're not writing an entire script now.
Well, you can't leave things out even if it is an outline. It's important. You can't go leaving it out.
Okay. Let's just get it done.
Okay. Now, this guy's got his truck and his horse trailer.
Right?
And he sees this other guy coming up behind him, and that truck's pulling a gooseneck.
What's a gooseneck?
Cattle trailer. You know, kind of with a gooseneck. Goes right down in the bed of the pickup.
Yeah, right.
It's important.
Okay, I got it.
All these details are important.
I got it!
And this other truck, pulling the gooseneck, he's got his horse all saddled up in the back.
Right.
So both these guys got their horses right along with them. See?
Understand.
And this first guy suddenly realizes two things.
The guy in front.
Right. The guy in front suddenly realizes two things, almost at the same time, simultaneous.
What were the two things?
Number one, he realizes that the guy behind him is the husband of the woman that he's been knocking.
Yeah, right.
And number two, he realizes he's in the middle of tornado country.
What's tornado country?
Panhandle,
Panhandle?
Sweetwater, around in that area. Nothing, nowhere. And number three,
I thought there was only two.
there's three. There's a third unforeseen realization.
And what's that?
That he's running out of gas. What do you mean, come on? That's what it is. It's running out of gas. Write it down.
It's two.
What? It's too what? It's too real. That's what you mean, isn't it? Too much like real life.
It's not like real life. It's not enough like real life. Things don't happen that way.
What, men don't fuck other men's women?
Yeah, but they don't end up chasing each other through the panhandle across tornado country.
They do in this movie.
And they don't have horses conveniently along with them when they run out of gas. And they don't run out of gas either.
These guys run out of gas. This is my story, and one of these guys runs out of gas.
It's just a dumb excuse to get them into a chase scene. It's contrived.
It is a chase scene. It's already a chase scene. They've been chasing each other for days.
Oh, so now they're supposed to abandon their trucks, climb on their horses, and chase each other into the mountains.
There aren't any mountains in the panhandle. It's flat. God damn it, crickets out there. Shut up, will you? Place is like a fucking rest home here. How are you supposed to think?
You want to take a break?
No, I don't want to take a break. I want to get this thing done. This is my last chance to get this thing done.
All right. Take it easy.
I don't have time to mess around here. I'm going to be leaving this area.
Where are you going?
Never mind about that. It's got nothing to do with you. I'm not like you, hanging around being a parasite off other fools. I gotta do this thing and get out.
A parasite? Me?
Yeah, you.
After you break into people's houses and take their televisions.
I'm doing them a service. They don't need a television.
Give me back my keys, Lee.
Not until you write this outline. You're gonna write this outline for me, or that car's gonna wind up in Arizona with a different paint job.
You think you can force me to write this? I was doing you a favor.
Get off your high horse, will you? Favor. Big favor. Handing down favors from the mountaintop.
Let's just write it, okay? Let's just sit down and not get upset and see if we can just get through it!
You're not even gonna show it to him, are you?
What?
This outline. You got no intention of showing it to him. You're just doing it because you're afraid of me.
You can show it to him yourself.
I will, boy. I'll read it to him on the golf course tomorrow.
And I'm not afraid of you either.
Then how come you're doing it?
So I can get my keys back.
There you are. There's your keys. Go ahead. There's your keys. Now what are you going to do? Kick me out?
I'm not gonna kick you out, Lee.
You couldn't kick me out, boy.
I know.
You didn't even consider that one. You could call the police. That'd be the obvious thing to do.
You're my brother.
That don't mean nothing. You go down to the L.A. Police Department there and ask them what kind of people kill each other the most. What do you think they'd say?
Who said anything about killing?
Brothers. Family people. Brothers-in-law. Cousins. Real American types. Kill each other in the heat mostly. In smog alerts. Brush fire season. Right about this time of year.
This isn't the same.
Oh no? What makes it different?
We're not insane. We're not driven to acts of violence like that. Not over a dumb movie script. Now sit down.
Maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe we're too intelligent, huh? We got our heads on our shoulders. One of us even went to an Ivy League college. That means something, don't it? Doesn't that mean something?
Look, Lee, I'll write this thing for you. I don't mind writing it. I just don't want to get all worked up about it. It's not worth it. Now let's just get through it, okay?
I think there's got to be easier money. Plenty of places I can pick up thousands, maybe millions. I don't need this shit. I could go up Sacramento Valley and steal me a diesel. 10,000 a week. This man was one of them suckers. 10,000 a week.
No, really, I'll write it for you, Lee. I think it's a great idea.
I don't want to interfere with your life. You got your own work to do.
I mean, it'd be really fantastic if you could sell this. Turn it into a movie. I mean it.
Think so, huh?
Absolutely. Turn your whole life around. Change things.
I could get me a house.
You could get a house. You could get a whole ranch if you wanted to.
A ranch? I could get a ranch?
Of course you could. You know how much a screenplay sells for these days?
No, what's it sell for?
A lot. A whole lot of money.
Thousands?
Yeah, thousands.
Millions?
Well,
We could get the old man out of hot pen.
maybe.
Maybe. What do you mean, maybe?
I mean, it might take more than money.
You just said it changed my whole life around. Why wouldn't it change his?
He's different.
Oh, he's of a different ilk. Huh?
Look, he's not going to change. Let's just leave the old man out of it, all right?
He's not going to change, but I will. I'll just turn myself right inside out. I could be just like you then, huh? Getting paid to dream. Riding back and forth on the freeway, just dreaming my fool head off.
It's not all that easy.
It's not, huh?
No. There's a lot of work involved.
Yeah? What's the toughest part? Deciding whether to jog or play tennis.
Look, Lee, you can do whatever you want to. Borrow the car, come in, come out. It doesn't matter to me. It's not my house. I'll write this thing for you, or not. Just let me know what you want, Lee. You tell me.
Oh, so now you're suddenly at my service. Is that it?
What do you want to do, Lee?
Tell you what I'd do if I still had that dog. You know what I'd do then?
What?
Head out to Ventura. Cook up a little match. God, that little dog could bear down. A lot of money in dog fighting. Good money.
Lee, why don't we just try to get through this, just for the hell of it? Maybe you've really got something here. And what do you say?
Maybe so. No harm in trying, I guess. You think it's such a hot idea. Besides, I always wondered what it'd be like to be you.
You did?
Yeah. Used to picture you walking around some college campus with your arms full of books, blondes chasing after you.
Blondes. That's funny.
What's funny about it?
'Cause I always used to picture you somewhere.
Where'd you picture me?
Different places, adventures. You're always on some adventure.
Yeah.
I used to say to myself, Lee's got the right idea. There he is, out in the world, and here I am. What am I doing?
Well, you were setting yourself up for something.
I guess.
We better write this thing then.
Okay.
Oh, before I forget, can I get the keys back to the car? You said I could borrow the car, right? Isn't that what you said?
Right.
I could get me a ranch, huh?
Yeah. We have to write it first, though.
Okay, let's ride it. We'll take off after each other, riding straight on into an endless black prairie. Sun's just come down. They can feel the night on their backs. What they don't know, see, is each one of them is afraid. Each one separately thinks that he's the only one that's afraid. And the one that's chasing doesn't know where the other one is taking him. And the one that's being chased doesn't know where he's going.
You really liked it, huh?
He wouldn't have given me these clubs. He didn't like it.
He gave you the clubs?
Yeah, I told you he gave me the clubs. Bag, too.
I thought he just loaned them to you.
Said it's part of the advance. Gift like. Gesture of his good faith.
He's giving you an advance?
Yeah, what's so amazing about that? I told you it was a good story. You even said it was a good story.
That's really incredible, Lee. I mean, you know how many guys spend their whole lives down here just trying to break into the business? Just trying to get into the door?
I've got no idea. How many?
How much of an advance is he giving?
Plenty. We were talking big money out there. 9th hole's where I sealed the deal.
You made a firm commitment?
Absolutely.
Well, I know Saul, and he doesn't fool around when he says he likes something.
Thought you said you didn't know him.
Well, I'm familiar with his tastes.
I let him get 2 up on me going into the back 9. He was sure he had me cold. You should have seen his face when I pulled out the old pitching wedge and plopped it pin high, 2 feet from the cup. He about shit his pants. Where's a guy like you ever learned to play golf like that, he said.
Of course, there's no contract yet. Nothing's final until it's on paper.
It's final, all right. There's no way he's going to back out of it now. We gambled for it.
Saul? Campbell?
Yeah. I mean, he liked the outline already, so he wasn't risking that much. I just guaranteed it with my short game.
Well, we should celebrate or something. I think Mom left some champagne in the fridge. We should have a little toast.
You shouldn't ought to take her champagne, Austin. She's going to miss that.
She's not gonna mind. I'll get her another bottle. Besides, it's perfect for the occasion.
You're going to get a nice fee for writing the script, of course. Straight fee.
I'm writing the script,
That's what he said. Said we couldn't hire a better screenwriter in the whole town.
but I'm already working on a script. I've got my own project. I don't have time to write 2 scripts.
Oh, he said he's going to drop that other one.
What? You mean mine? He's going to drop mine into yours instead?
Now, look, Austin, it's just beginner's luck, you know? I mean, I sank a 50-foot putt for this deal. No hard feelings. Not going to be in, Austin. Said he wouldn't be in till late this afternoon.
I can't believe this. I just can't believe this. You sure said that? Why would he drop mine?
That's what he told me.
He can't do this without telling me first. Without talking to me at least. He wouldn't just make a decision like that without talking to me.
Well, I was kind of surprised myself. He was real enthusiastic about my story.
What'd he say? Tell me everything he said.
I've been telling you. Said he liked the story a whole lot. Said it's the first authentic Western to come along in a decade.
He liked that story? Your story?
Yeah, what's so surprising about that?
It's stupid. It's the dumbest story I ever heard in my life.
Hey, hold on. That's my story you're talking about.
It's a bullshit story. It's idiotic. 2 lame brains chasing each other across Texas. Are you kidding? Who do you think's gonna go see a film like that?
It's not a film. It's a movie. There's a big difference. That's what Saul told me.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yeah, he said in this business we make movies. American movies. Leave the films to the French.
So you got real intimate with old Saul, huh? He started pouring forth his vast knowledge of cinema.
I think he liked me a lot, to tell you the truth. I think he felt I was somebody he could confide in.
What'd you do? Beat him up or something?
Hey, the insults, buddy. You think you're the only one in the brain department around here? You're the only one who can sit around and cook things up? Other people got ideas too, you know.
You must have done something. Threatened him or something. Now what'd you do, Lee?
I convinced him!
Oh, Jesus. You didn't hurt him, did you? Lee? Did you hurt him?
I didn't do nothing to him. He liked the story, pure and simple. Said it's the best story he's come across in a long, long time.
That's what he told me about my story. That's the same thing he said to me.
Well, he must have been lying. Must have been lying to one of us anyway.
You can't come into this town and start pushing people around. They're gonna put you away.
I never pushed anybody around. I beat him fair and square. They can't touch me anyway. I'm gone. I'm in through the window and out through the door. They never know what hit them. They can't lay a finger on me. You're stuck. You're the one that's stuck. So don't be telling me what to do in this town.
Lee, come on, level with it, will you? It doesn't make any sense that he would just suddenly throw my idea out the window. I've been talking to him for months. I've got everything at stake. Everything is riding on this project.
What's your idea?
It's just a simple love story.
What kind of love story?
I'm not telling you.
Ha, afraid I'll steal it, huh? Competition's getting kind of close to home, isn't it?
Where'd Saul say he was going?
He said he's going to take my story around to a couple of studios.
That's my outline, you know. I wrote that outline. You've got no right to be peddling it around.
You weren't ready to take credit for it last night.
Give me my keys, Lee.
What?
The keys. I want my keys back.
Where are you going?
Just give me my keys. I gotta take a drive. I gotta get out of here for a while.
Where are you going to go, Austin?
I might just drive out to the desert. I gotta think.
You can think here just as good. This is a perfect setup for thinking. We got some writing to do here, boy. Let's just have some champagne. Relax. We're partners now. Now you tell him, Mr. Kipper. Kimmer, you tell him what you told me. He don't believe me.
I don't want to hear it.
It's really not a big issue, Austin. I was simply amazed by your brother's story.
Amazed? You lost a bet. You gambled with my material.
That's really beside the point, Austin. I'm ready to go all the way with your brother's story. I think it has a great deal of merit.
I don't want to hear about it, okay? Go tell it to the executives. Tell it to somebody who's going to turn it into a package deal, TV series. Don't tell it to me.
But I want to continue with your project too. It's not as though we can't do both. We're big enough for that, aren't we?
We? I can't do both. I don't know about we.
See, what I tell you, he's totally unsympathetic.
Also, there's no point screenwriter for this. It just doesn't make sense. You're brothers. You know each other. There's a familiarity with material that just wouldn't be possible otherwise.
There's no familiarity with material. None. I don't know what tornado country is. I don't know what a gooseneck is. And I don't want to know. He is a hustler. He's a bigger hustler than you are. And if you can't see that, then...
Hold on here. I didn't have to bring this bone back to you, boy. I'm persuaded, Saul, you're the right man for the job. You don't have to go throwing up favors in my face.
Favors? I wrote the fucking outline. You can't even spell.
Your brother told me about the situation with your father.
What?
That's right. Now, we have a clear-cut deal here, Austin. There's big studio money standing behind this thing, just on the basis of your outline.
What did he tell you about my father?
Well, that he's destitute. He needs money.
That's right, he does.
And this little assignment is supposed to go toward the old man, huh? A charity project? Is that it? Did you cook this up on the ninth green, too?
It's a big slide, Bob.
I gave him money. I already gave him money. He drank it all up. You know that.
This is a different deal here.
We can set up a trust for your father. A large sum of money. It can be doled out in parcels so they can't misuse it.
Yeah? And who's going to be doing the doling?
Your brother volunteered.
That's right. I'll make sure he uses it for groceries.
I'm not doing this script. I'm not writing this crap for you or anybody else. You can't blackmail me into it. You can't threaten me into it. I'm not doing it. So just give it up. The both of you.
Well, that's it then. I mean, this is an easy 300 grand. Just for a first draft. It's incredible, Austin. We've got 3 different studios all trying to cut each other's throats to get this material. In one morning. That's how hot it is.
Yeah? Well, you can afford to give me a percentage on the outline then. You better get Genius here, an agent, before he gets burned.
Saul's gonna be my agent. Isn't that right, Saul?
That's right. Your brother's really got something, Austin. I've been around too long not to recognize it. Raw talent.
He's got a lot of balls is what he's got. He's taking you right down the river.
300,000. Just for a first draft. Now, you've never been offered that kind of money before.
I'm not writing it.
I see.
Well, we'll just have to find us a different screenwriter then, right? Somebody with some enthusiasm. Somebody who can recognize the value of a good story.
I'm sorry about this, Austin.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hoping we could continue with both things, but now I don't see how it's possible.
So you're just dropping my idea altogether. Is that it? Just trade horses in midstream after all these months of meetings.
I wish there was another way.
I've got everything writing on this, Saul. You know that. It's my only shot. If this falls
I have
through-
to go with what my instincts tell me.
Your instincts.
My gut reaction.
You lost. That's your gut reaction for you. You lost a bet. And now you're trying to tell me that you like his story. How could you possibly fall for that story? It's as phony as Hopalong Cassidy. What do you see in it? I'm curious.
It has the ring of truth.
Truth?
It is true.
Something about the real West.
Why? Because it's got horses in it? Because it's got grown men acting like little boys?
Something about the land. Your brother's speaking from experience.
So am I.
But no one's interested in love these days, Austin. Let's face it.
That's right.
He has been camped out on the desert for 3 months, talking to cactus. What does he know about what people want to see on the screen? I drive on the freeway every day. I swallow the smog. I watch the news in color. I shop in the Safeway. I'm the one who's in touch, not him.
I have to go now, Austin.
There's no such thing as the West anymore. It's a dead issue. It's all dried up, Saul. And so are you.
Maybe you're right. But I have to take the gamble, don't I?
You're a fool to do this, Saul.
I've always gone on my hunches. Always. And I've never been wrong. I'll talk to you tomorrow, lady.
All right, Mr. Cameron.
Maybe we could have some lunch.
Fine with me.
I'll give you a ring.
Way out on the blue, please carry my loved one home safely, Tommy. Red sails in the sunset.
Hey, knock it off, will you? I'm trying to concentrate here.
You're trying to concentrate.
That's right.
Now you're trying to concentrate.
Between you, the coyotes, and the crickets, I thought don't have much of a chance.
Between me, the coyotes, and the crickets. Now that's a title.
I don't need a title, I need a thought.
A thought? Here's a thought for you.
I don't need your thoughts, I got my own. I can do this thing on my own.
You're gonna write an entire script on your own.
That's right.
Here's a thought for you. Saul Kimmer.
Shut up, will you?
He thinks we're the same person.
Don't get cute.
He does. He's lost his mind. Poor Saul thinks we're one and the same.
Won't you ease up on that champagne?
This isn't the champagne anymore. We went through the champagne a long time ago. This is the heavy stuff. The days of champagne are long gone.
Go outside and drink it.
I'm enjoying your company, Lee. For the first time since your arrival, I'm finally enjoying your company. Now you want me to go outside and drink alone.
That's right.
You think you'll make more progress if you're alone. You might drive yourself crazy.
I could have this thing done in the night if I had a little silence.
Well, you'd still have the crickets to contend with. The coyotes. Sounds of police helicopters prowling above the neighborhood, slashing their headlights down through the streets, hunting for the likes of you.
I'm a screenwriter now. I'm legitimate.
A screenwriter?
That's right. I'm on a salary. More than I can say for you. I got an advance coming.
This is true. This is very true. An advance. Well, maybe I ought to go out and try my hand at your trade, since you're doing so good at mine.
Ha!
Why not? You don't think I got what it takes to break into people's houses and steal their TVs?
You couldn't steal a toaster without losing your lunch.
You don't think that I could sneak into somebody's house and steal a toaster?
Go take a shower or something, will you?
You really don't think that I could steal a crummy toaster? How much you want to bet I can't steal a toaster? How much? Go ahead. You're a gambling man, aren't you? How much are you willing to put on the line? Some part of your big advance? Oh, you haven't got that yet. I forgot.
All right. I'll bet you your car that you can't steal a toaster without getting busted.
You already got my car.
At your house, then.
How much you gonna give me, Lee? I'm not talking about my house and my car. I'm talking what you gonna give me. You don't have nothing to give me.
I'll give you shared screen credit. How about that? I'll have it put in a contract if this was written by the both of us.
I don't want my name on that piece of shit. I want something of value. You got anything of value, Lee? You got any little tidbits from the desert? Any rattlesnake bones? I'm not a greedy man. Any personal treasure will suffice.
I'm gonna just kick your ass out in a minute.
Oh, so now you're gonna kick me out. Now I'm the intruder. I'm the one invading your precious privacy.
I'm trying to do some screenwriting here.
Well, you got everything you need. You got plenty of coffee, groceries, you got a car, a contract. You might need a new typewriter ribbon, though, but other than that, you're pretty well fixed. I'll just leave you alone for a while.
Where are you going?
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
What are you going to do, just wander out into the night?
I'm gonna make a little tour.
Why don't you go to bed, for Christ's sake? You're making me sick.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
Want me to call your wife or something for you?
My wife?
Yeah, maybe she can help you out. Talk to you or something.
She's 500 miles away. North of here. Up in the North Country, where things are calm. I don't want any help. Now, I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna steal me a toaster. And I'm gonna steal some other stuff, too. I might even commit bigger crimes. Crimes bigger than you ever dreamed of. Crimes beyond the imagination.
Just hang on a minute, Austin.
Why? What for? You got a handle on the project, right? Besides, I'm looking forward to the smell of the night. The bushes. Orange blossoms. Dust in the driveways. Rainbird sprinklers. Lights in people's houses. You're right about the lights, Lee. Everybody else is living a life. Indoors. Safe. This is a paradise down here. We are living in a paradise. We've forgotten about that.
You sound just like the old man now.
Yeah. Well, we all sound alike when we're sloshed. We just sort of echo each other.
Maybe if we could work together on this thing, we could bring him back out here. Get him settled down someplace.
I don't want him out here! I went all the way out there. I went out of my way. And I gave him money. And all he did was play Al Jolson records and spit at me. I gave him money.
Just help me a little bit with the characters, all right, Austin? You know how to do it.
The characters?
Yeah, you know, the way they talk and stuff. I can hear it in my head, but I can't get it down on paper.
What characters?
The guys in the story.
Those aren't characters.
Whatever you call them, I gotta get something out on paper.
Those are illusions of characters.
I don't give a damn what you call them. You know what I'm talking about.
Those are fantasies of long-lost boyhood.
Gotta get something out on paper.
Why? What for? Saul's gonna get you a big fancy screenwriter, isn't he?
I wanna do it myself.
Then do it! You're on your own now, buddy. You bulldogged your way into contention. Now you gotta carry it through.
I will. I just need a little help is all. Just a couple of things. Come on, Austin, it won't take much. You know how to do it.
Oh, so now you're having a little doubt, huh? What's the matter? Pressure's on, boy. You gotta come up with it now. You don't come up with a winner your first time out. They just cut your head off. They don't give you a second chance, you know.
I got a good story. I know it's a good story. I just need a little help is all.
Not from me. Not from your little brother. I'm retired.
Say this thing for me, Austin. I'd give you half the money. I'd only need half anyway. That kind of money, I'd be a long time down the road. You'd never see me again. I promise. I'd never bother you again.
You disappear?
I would for sure.
Where would you disappear to?
That don't matter. I got plenty of places.
Nobody can disappear. The old man tried that. Look where it got him. He lost his teeth.
He never had any money.
I don't mean that. I mean his teeth. His real teeth. First he lost his real teeth, then he lost his false teeth. You didn't know that, did you? He never confided in you.
Never knew about that.
You want a drink? Yeah, he lost his teeth, his real teeth. Woke up every morning with another tooth lying on the mattress. Finally, he decides he's got to get them all pulled. But he doesn't have any money. Middle of Arizona with no money, no insurance, and every morning another tooth lying on the mattress. So what's he do?
I don't know. I never knew about that.
He begs the government, GI Bill or some damn thing, some pension plan he remembers in the back of his head. And they send him out the money.
They did.
Yeah, they sent him out the money. But it wasn't enough money. Costs a lot to have your teeth yanked. They charge you by the individual tooth, you know. One tooth isn't equal to another tooth. Some are more expensive, like the big ones in the lap.
So what happened?
So he locates this Mexican dentist in Juarez. Says he'll do the whole thing for a song. And he takes off hitchhiking for the border.
Hitchhiking.
Yeah. How long do you think it takes him to get to the border? Man of his age.
I don't know.
8 days it takes him. 8 days in the rain and the sun. Every day he's dropping teeth on the platform. Nobody will pick him up because his mouth's full of blood. So finally he stumbles into the dentist. The dentist takes all his money and all his teeth. And there he is, Mexico, with his gums sewed up and his pockets empty. That's it. So then I go out to see him, see? I go out there and I take him out for a nice Chinese dinner. But he doesn't want to eat. All he wants to do is drink martinis out of those little plastic cups. And he takes his teeth out and he lies them on the table because he can't stand the feel of them, you know? And we asked the waitress for one of those doggy bags to take the chop suey home in. So he drops his teeth down in the bag with the chop suey. Then we go out to hit all the bars up and down the highway. He says he wants to introduce me to all of his buddies. And in one of those bars up and down that highway, he left that doggy bag with his teeth lying in the chop suey.
Never found it?
We went back, but we never did find it. Now that's a true story. True to life. There's gonna be a general lack of toast in the neighborhood. Many happy, bewildered breakfast faces. I guess it's best not to even think of the victims, not to even entertain it. Is that the right psychology?
What?
Is that the correct criminal psychology? Not to think of the victims.
What victims?
The victims of crime, of breaking and entering. I mean, is it a prerequisite for a criminal not to have a conscience?
Ask a criminal. What are you going to do with all them toasters? That's the dumbest thing I ever saw in my life.
I have hundreds of dollars worth of household appliances here. You may not realize that.
Yeah? And how many hundreds of dollars did you just walk right past?
It was toasters you challenged me to, only toasters. I ignored every other temptation.
I never challenged you. That's no challenge. Anybody can steal a toaster.
Well, you don't have to take it out on my typewriter, you know. It's not the machine's fault you can't write. It's a sin to do that to a good machine.
A sin?
When you think about all the writers who never even had a machine, who would have given their eyeball for a typewriter, any typewriter, those that wrote on matchbook covers, paper bags, toilet paper, who had their writings destroyed by their jailers, persisted beyond all odds. Those writers would find it hard to understand your actions. Not to mention demolishing a perfectly good golf club. What about all the struggling golfers? What about Lee Trevino? What do you think he would have said when he was batting balls around with a broomstick at the age of 9? Impoverished.
What time is it anyway?
No idea. Time stands still when you're having fun.
It's too late to call a woman. You know any women?
I'm a married man.
I'm talking about a local woman.
It's either too late or too early. You're the nature enthusiast. Can't you tell the time by the light in the sky? Orient yourself around the North Star or something?
I can't tell anything.
Maybe you need some breakfast. Some toast? How about some toast?
I don't need toast. I need a woman.
A woman isn't the answer. Never was.
I'm not talking about permanent. I'm talking about temporary.
Let's just test the merits of these little demons. See which has a tendency to burn. See which can produce a perfectly golden, light, fluffy piece of toast.
How much gas you got in the car?
I haven't driven my car for days now, so I haven't had an opportunity to look at the gas gauge.
Take a guess. You think there's enough gas in it to get me to Bakersfield?
Bakersfield? What's in Bakersfield?
Never mind what's in Bakersfield. You think there's enough damn gas in the car?
Sure.
Sure. You could care less, right? Let me run out of gas on the grapevine. You could give a shit.
I would say there's enough gas to get you just about anywhere, Lee, with your determination and guts.
What the hell time is it anyway?
Very early. This is the time of morning when the coyotes kill other people's cocker spaniels. Did you hear them out there? That's what they're doing. Luring innocent pets away from their homes.
What's the area code for Bakersfield? You know?
You could always call the operator.
I hate that voice they give you.
What voice?
The one that tells you if you'd only tried harder to find the number in the phone book, you wouldn't have to be calling an operator to begin with.
Well, I don't understand why you want to talk to anybody else anyway. I mean, you can talk to me. I'm your brother.
I don't want to talk to a woman. I hadn't heard a woman's voice in a long time.
Not since the botanist.
What?
Nothing. Red sails in the sunset, way out on the blue. Please carry my loved one.
Hey, knock it off, will you? This is long distance here.
Bakersfield?
Yeah, Bakersfield. It's Kern County.
What county are we in?
You better get yourself a 7-Up, boy.
One county's as good as another.
Operator, yeah. First off, I want to know the area code for Bakersfield. That's right. Okay, now I want you to help me track somebody down. No, I mean a phone number, just a phone number. Okay. Her name is Melly Ferguson. What? I don't know, Melly. Well, maybe Melody, maybe. What? I can't hear you so good. It sounds like you're under the ocean. You got 10 Melly Fergusons? How can that be? 10 Melly Fergusons in Bakersfield. Well, give me all 10 of them then.
Red sails in the
Give me all 10 Melly Fergusons.
Well,
Hey,
on the blue.
get me a pen.
I don't have a pen.
Get me a pencil pen.
I don't have a pencil.
Just a second, operator. You're a writer and you don't have a pen or a pencil?
I'm not a writer. You're a writer.
I'm on the phone here. Get me a pen or a pencil.
I gotta watch the toast.
Just a second, operator. This is the last time I try to live with people. But here I am again in a desperate situation. I would never be in this kind of situation on the desert. This thing would never happen to me on the desert. How come there ain't a pen or a pencil in this house? Who lives in this house anyway?
Our mother.
How come she don't have a pen or a pencil? She's a social person, isn't she? Don't she have to make a shopping list? She's got to have a pen or a pencil here. Operator. Hey, operator! God damn it!
She hung up?
Yeah, she hung up.
Well,
I knew she was going to hang up. I could hear it in her voice.
you're probably better off staying here anyway. I mean, I'll take care of you.
I don't need taken care of. Not by you, anyway.
Toast is almost ready.
I don't want any toast!
Well, you gotta eat something. Can't just drink. How long have we been drinking anyway?
Maybe it was Fresno. What's the area code for Fresno? How could I have lost that number? She was beautiful.
Why don't you just forget about that, Lee? Forget about the woman.
She had green eyes. You know what green eyes do to me?
Yes, I know. But you're not gonna get it on with her now anyway. It's dawn already. She's in Bakersfield, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. It's dawn.
Let's just have some toast.
What is this bullshit? What's toast? You make it sound like it's salvation or something. I don't want any goddamn toast. How many times I gotta tell you?
Well, it is like salvation, sort of. I mean, the smell. I love the smell of toast. The sun's coming up. Makes you feel like anything's possible.
So go to church, why don't you?
Like a beginning. I love beginnings.
Oh, yeah? Always been kind of partial to endings myself.
What if I come with you, Lee?
What?
What if I come with you out to the desert?
Are you kidding?
No? I just want to see what it's like.
You wouldn't last a day out there, pal.
That's what you said about the toasters. You said I couldn't steal a crummy toast.
A toaster's got nothing to do with the desert.
I can make it, Lee. I'm not that helpless. I can cook.
Cook.
I can.
So what? You can cook. Toast.
Well, I can make fires. I know how to get fresh water from condensation.
It's not something you learn out of a Boy Scout handbook.
Then how do you learn it then? How are you supposed to learn it?
You just learn it, that's all. You learn it because you have to learn it. You don't have to learn it.
You could teach me.
What, are you crazy or something? Here you are rolling in bucks, floating up and down in elevators, and you want to know how to go live on the desert.
I do, Lee. I really do. There's
There's nothing down here for me. Never was. When we were kids, it was different. There was a life down here then. Now I keep coming back down here thinking this is the 50s or something. Finding myself getting off at familiar landmarks that turn out to be unfamiliar. On the way to appointments, wandering down streets I thought I recognized turn out to be replicas of streets I remember. Streets I misremember. Streets I can't tell if I lived on or I saw on a postcard. Fields don't even exist anymore.
There's no point in crying about that now.
There's nothing real down here, Lee. Least of all me.
Well, I can't save you from that.
You could let me come with you.
No dice, pal.
You could let me come with you, Lee.
Hey, do you think I actually chose to live out in the middle of nowhere? Do you? You think it's some kind of philosophical decision I took or something? I'm living out there because I can't make it here, and you're bitching to me about all your success.
I'd cash it in a second. That's the truth.
I can't believe this.
Let me come with you, Lee.
Stop saying that, will you? You're worse than a dog.
You want some toast?
I'll tell you what I'll do, little brother. I might just consider making you a little deal, a little trade. You write up this screenplay thing for me just like I tell you. I mean, you use all your usual tricks, fancy language, fancy hocus pocus. Write everything just like I say. Every word, every move. If they want to jump on the horses, they'll do just that. If they want to stay in Texas, by God, they'll stay in Texas. You write the whole thing up just like I tell you. And every dime goes in my pocket. And I own all the rights. You do all that, and I'll sure enough take you with me to the desert. How does that sound?
It's a deal.
All right, now, read it back to me. Read it back to me.
Just wait.
Just read what you got so far.
I can't keep up. It's not the same as if I had a typewriter.
Just read what you got. Don't worry about the rest.
Okay, Luke says...
Luke!
Yeah.
His name's Luke?
Yeah.
No, we'll change that later. What's he say? Just read it back to me. Come on.
He says, I told you you were a fool to follow me in here. I know this prairie like the back of my hand.
No, no, no. That's not what I said.
That's what I wrote.
That's not what I said. I never said that. Like the back of my hand. That's stupid. That's one of those, what do you call it? What do you call that?
What?
What do you call it when something's been said 1,000 times before? What do you call that?
Cliche?
Cliche. That's it. That's what it is. That's stupid. Like the back of my hand.
That's what you said.
That's not what I said. Even if it is, that's where you're supposed to come in and change it to something better.
Well, how am I supposed to do that and write down what you say at the same time?
You just do, that's all. You hear a bad line, you change it. That's your job.
All right.
What are you changing it to?
I'm not changing it. I'm just trying to catch up.
Well, change it. We can't leave it in there like that. Like the back of my hand. That's stupid.
All right.
So what do we change it to?
How about I'm on intimate terms with this prairie.
Intimate terms. Intimate terms. Intimate. That means, sexual, don't it?
Yeah, well...
He's on sexual terms with the prairie? How do you figure that?
It doesn't necessarily have to mean sexual.
Well, what's it mean, then?
It means close, personal.
Okay, well, how's it sound? Put it into the line there and read it back to me. Let's see how it sounds. Intimate terms. Intimate.
Okay, here you go, something like this. I told you were a fool to follow me in here. I'm on intimate terms with this prairie.
I like that. That's good. That's real good.
You do?
Yeah, don't you?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds real good. Intimate terms. Now we're cooking. That's got a real ring to it. I'm on intimate terms with this prairie. Sounds real mysterious and kind of threatening at the same time.
Good.
Yeah, now. Mom?
Mom? Mom! What are you doing back?
I'm back.
Here, let me take these for you.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. How's Alaska?
Fine.
See any igloos?
No, just glaciers.
Cold, huh?
What?
Must have been cold up there.
Not really.
Must be colder than it is here. We're having a real heat wave here.
Oh,
Yeah, must be in the hundreds.
You want to take your coat off, Mom?
no. What happened in here?
Me and Lee were just sort of celebrating and...
Celebrating.
Yeah. Lee sold a screenplay. Story, I mean.
Lee did.
Yeah.
Not you.
No? Him.
You sold a screenplay?
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. We were just finishing it up.
Me and Lee are going to go out and live on the desert.
You and Lee.
Yeah. I'm taking off with Lee.
You gonna go live with your father?
No. We're going to go to a different desert, Mom.
I see. Well, you'll probably wind up on the same desert sooner or later. What are all these toasters doing in here?
We had kind of a contest.
Contest.
Yeah.
Lee won.
Did you win a lot of money, Lee?
Well, not yet. It's coming in any day now.
What happened to your shirt?
Oh, I sweat like a pig, so I took it off. Oh.
Well, it's one hell of a mess in here, isn't it?
Yeah, Mom. I'll get everything cleaned up for you. I just didn't know you were coming back so soon.
I didn't either.
What happened?
Nothing. I just started missing all my...
Oh.
Oh. They're all dead, aren't they? Didn't get a chance to water, I guess.
I was doing it and Lee came and...
Yeah, I just distracted him a whole lot here, Mom. It's not his fault.
Oh, well. One last thing to take care of, I guess. Oh, that reminds me. You boys will probably never guess who's in town. Try it.
What do you mean, Mom?
Take a guess. Somebody very important has come to town, already coming down on the Greyhound.
Somebody very important.
See if you can guess. You'll never guess.
Mom, we're trying to write...
Picasso. Picasso's in town. Isn't that incredible? Right now.
Picasso's dead, Mom.
No. He's not dead. He's visiting the museum. I read it on the bus. We have to go down there and see.
Mom,
This is the chance of a lifetime. Can you imagine? We could all go down and meet him. All three of us.
Oh, I'm really not up for meeting anybody right now, Mom. I'm, what's his name?
Picasso. Picasso. You've never heard of Picasso. Austin, you've heard of Picasso.
Mom, we're not going to have time.
It won't take long. We'll just hop in the car and go down there. An opportunity like this doesn't come along every day.
We're going to be leaving here, Mom.
Yeah.
Both leaving?
Well, we were thinking about that before.
No, we are. We're both leaving. We've got it all planned.
Well, you can't leave. You have a family.
I'm leaving. Getting out of here.
I don't think he's cut out for the desert. Do you?
No, he's not.
I'm going with you, Lee.
He's too thin.
Yeah, he just burned up out there.
All we got to do is finish this script. That's what you said. That's the plan. Now let's get back to work, Lee.
I can't work under these conditions. It's too hot.
Then we'll do it out in the desert.
Don't be telling me what we're going to do.
Don't shout in the house.
We're just going to have to postpone this whole thing.
I can't postpone it. It's not past postponing. I'm doing everything you said, Lee. I'm writing down exactly what you tell me.
Yeah, but you were right all along. See, it's a dumb story. Two lame brains chasing each other across Texas. That's what you said, right?
I never said that.
I'm just going to buy a few of your antiques and things, Mom. You don't mind, do you? Some of your silverware here.
You don't have any utensils on the desert?
No, I'm fresh out.
What are you doing, Lee?
Some of those are very old bone china.
I'm tired of eating out of my bare hands, you know. It's not civilized.
What are you doing? We made a deal.
Would you borrow the plastic ones instead? I have plenty of plastic ones.
Plastic's not the same. It's not the same at all. I need something authentic, something to keep me in touch out there. It's easy to get out of touch. Don't worry, I'll get them back to you.
You can't just drop the whole thing, Lee.
You boys shouldn't fight in the house. Go outside and fight.
I'm not fighting, I'm leaving.
Been enough damage.
I'm clearing out of here once and for all. All this town does is drive a man insane. Look at what it's done to Austin there. I'm not going to let that happen to me. No, sir. I'd rather be a million miles from nowhere than let that happen to me.
You're not going anywhere, Lee. You're not taking anything with you. You're not taking my car. You're not taking the dishes. You're not taking anything. You're staying right here.
You'll have to stop fighting in the house. Outside to fight. You got the whole outdoors to fight in.
Give me back my keys, Lee. The keys. Take them out.
You're not killing me.
I don't know if I'm killing him. I'm just stopping him, that's all. I'm just stopping him.
You ought to let him breathe a little bit.
Take out the keys, Lee. Come out. Reach me those keys, would you, Mom?
Why are you doing this to him?
Just reach me the keys, would you?
Stop choking.
I can't stop choking him. He'll kill me if I stop choking him.
He won't kill you. He's your brother.
Just reach me the keys, would you, Mom? Thanks.
You let him go now?
I don't know. He's not gonna let me get out of here.
Well, you can't kill him.
I can kill him. I can easily kill him right now, right here. All I gotta do is just tighten up. You see? You see that?
That's the savage thing to do.
Yeah? Well, don't tell me I can't kill him, because I can. I can just twist. I can just keep twisting. I'm going out to the desert, Lee. I'm going by myself to the desert. No one's stopping me.
Well, I ain't going to a motel. I can't stand this.
Don't go yet.
I can't stay here. This is worse than being homeless.
I'll get everything fixed up for you, Mom. Just stay for a while.
You're going to the desert.
Just wait.
The worst feeling, being up there in Alaska, staring out a window. I never felt so desperate before. That's why when I saw that article on Picasso, I thought,
Stay here, Mom. This is where you live.
I don't recognize it. No.
All right, Lee. I'll make a deal with you. Just let me get out of here. Just let me get to my car. All right, Lee? Just give me a little head start, and I'll turn you loose. All right, Lee? Lee? Lee?